Hello and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
When you lost your hand, I felt it too.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
If I felt the loss of your hand, what would have happened if you had died?
I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme.
More extreme? I felt like my hand was dipped in molten carbonite.
Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker.
Quicker? Would it have killed me?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
Link is a threat to me, an inconvenience. You need to sever it now. At your age, you could die at any moment. We'll have to work together. Try to be careful.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
Let's see here. I've never heard of a link like this before, in Holocrons or in Jedi histories.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
Ooh, yay. Force chain. That's one reason to keep her around in battle.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
So... when we're on Paragus, I could feel the Force again.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
No, different. It was like a whisper on the edge of hearing.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
Wait, the Jedi did this to me?
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason? Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
There must be a way to reverse what they did.
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
But you said it's possible. How?
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again, and if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
But there are no more Jedi.
Then I am your only hope, as you are mine. We are a sad pair, you and I, to defend the galaxy against such a thing. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
I welcome your aid.
Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence.
I have other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Can you tell me anything of the Mandalorian War?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
Tell me of the war.
It is a tale you already know well. Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid.
But the Jedi Council didn't help. Only a few
Indeed. The Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned.
And Revan and Malak refused to wait.
Two Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions.
Even in the final battle, we almost lost the war.
Yet Revan triumphed. But you know this, for you were there at Malachor 5, when the Mandalorians were crushed beneath Revan's might.
Many Jedi died at Malachor.
You speak the truth. The war's end was merely another beginning, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated at Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle, and so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this.
But some battles must be fought. It's not... Revan's failing.
Did Revan fail? Or was it the failure of the Jedi teachings? A question for another time, perhaps. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
That was the Civil War?
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
Were Malak and the Sith defeated?
As all Sith do, without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
But what happened to Revan?
After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
So Revan saved the Republic?
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
Then we must do what we can.
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
Can anything be done for the Republic?
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
It's directed at me?
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
Alright. So this is a lot to take in at once. I need time to reflect on this.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit, and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
I'll crack his skull into the bulkhead if he tries. Fool has a name. I'd like you to start using it. Oh, it really doesn't matter. I'll go see him now. Now, Kreia is very difficult to read. She'll get, like, very uppity if you try to learn stuff out of a certain order with her, and I think the damaged HK unit, sorry. We'll leave him alone for now. We're going to make a quick stop here. How did you get here, T3? You're deliberately avoiding answering. Why? Let me check your core. I'll be careful, I promise. I want to make sure you're alright. Just let me check, alright? I'm finished. Are you alright? Then play the message.
T3, you have been with us since Terrace. Without you, we would never have escaped that place. And for that, I thank you. I'm leaving this message inside you because I have seen glimpses of the future. And the bond that he and I share does not allow him to hide everything from me. More of his memories have returned, and they trouble him. He has remembered something. Something on the edge of the galaxy, and he believes that he must go there to end it. But I am afraid for him. Afraid that he may not return. I need you to be the beacon, T3. If he is lost out there, on the edge of the galaxy, if he finds whatever terrible thing he has seen, then he may not survive. If he doesn't make it back, then I need you to return to the Republic. Find help. If you cannot find me, then seek out other Jedi. The Republic, I can't lose him, even if he believes he is protecting me.
Friend of yours? I don't understand. Why are you concealing that from me? I understand. I didn't think you get messages like that. Was that person a friend? Who was the person in the hologram talking about? Another missing friend? What happens to that friend? Why aren't you with him? Because he could not take anyone with him. He left you? I'm sorry, T3. You did help. You found us. If we can stop the Sith, then there's hope. Is the message all you were trying to hide? So the help you came to search of... me? Why me? I was powerless and defenseless. You needed someone strong enough to fight the danger that was coming. Someone who knew war and battle and could make the hard choices. Okay? I'm honored, T3. I'll do what I can to stop the threat. My message doesn't tell me where the Ebon Hawk came from. Why don't you have that information? Deleted? By whom? You deleted it. Why? There's something wrong here. There must have been a reason. Don't be sorry, maybe you had a good reason. Or we're trying to protect someone. I'll be going now. Looks like you suffered a lot of damage. How much damage? You lost a lot of programs in addition to damage to your frame. Well, I'm sure you'll gain the skills back. Glad to have you. Maybe, I'll do some repair. I should do it. How are you doing? What do you mean I faded out for a second? You were shut down. Other questions? Might be able to upgrade your memory core. How do you feel? What do you mean? Alright, well, you're shut down. Oh, okay. Never mind.
T3, I'm leaving this message in more of his, but I am afraid for him. I need you to be the... If he doesn't make it back, I can't lose.
Never mind, I'll be going now. Woohoo! Free level up. Alright guys, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll continue this in the next one. Because I believe all we have to do now is talk to Atten, and then we'll proceed to Telos, I believe. And as always, may the Force be with you, and I'll see you guys next time.